Hi, my name is Shayna. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm a third year law student at the University of Leicester. My favorite thing about university so far is definitely all the lifelong friendships that I've made.
Hi everyone, my name is Zoe. I am a second year modern languages student at the University of Leicester and I study French, Spanish and Italian.
So, apart from my studies, I do these things called societies, which are student groups, activities, clubs. So, everything from sports to religious societies. We have a Quidditch society, so really anything you want. So, I do a few of those. I hang out with my friends, go out to eat, go to bars, that type of thing, go out to movies, and I travel a lot. I was very lucky, obviously pre-pandemic, to be able to do lots of traveling on the weekends.
I spend a lot of time with my housemates, especially this year obviously because I live with them and I can't really see anyone else. But yeah, we go on lovely walks everywhere and I spend a lot of time like just relaxing, reading, watching a few series. A lot of time is consumed by socialising and doing your degree, so there's not really much time during the week to do whatever you want, but yeah, there's always time for Mario Kart or like a film or a nice meal that you make with your housemates. Last year I did a lot of going out to like cute little coffee shops and getting like cookie dough or just going out to town for a little bit to have a little look around.
I'm part of a few different societies. So this year I am the president of the Jewish Society. So I get to organize events for the Jewish students on campus and work with the other Jewish societies around the country to plan events and do fun things, which is always really exciting. Um, I also do sexpression, which is where we go into schools and teach sex ed, which is always lots of fun.
Societies. So I'm on two societies. I'm on the committee for the Modern Languages Society and I'm their wellbeing officer. And that society puts on loads of socials at the moment. They're obviously all Zoom socials, but I really enjoy them. It's really nice to say hi to everyone, see everyone's faces, especially after a break or just now because you can't really see anyone in class. So it's just always nice to see other people. And then I'm also on the Navigator Society. I'm their Treasure and Wellbeing Officer, and I got involved with them because they gave me the opportunity to volunteer, like tutoring like people that first language isn't English. So for me, that really helped with my career goals because one of my career goals is to teach English as a foreign language to people in England that don't speak it very well. So yeah, that's why I do societies. There's a lot of opportunities. There's so many societies on campus, so there's obviously something for everyone. Sometimes there's more than one thing for everyone, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. On the weekends, it's kind of the same as like my evenings. Like going on walks, I like looking around. I just like spending my time outside. I like being outside. I'm very like from the country, so going for a walk every day is something I definitely do. But yeah, I've been exploring like Leicester and reading loads. I've read so many books, watched so many films that I would never had the chance to watch really. But on the weekends before, we used to like go on days out. Like we went to Nottingham. We've been planning to go to like Market Harbour for ages, and we still haven't gone. So that's definitely one to do. But yeah, there's always something to do on the weekends. I've never been bored in Leicester.
The nightlife in Leicester is really, really fun. Even if you're not interested in bars and pubs, there's still lots of other stuff to do. We have a ton of like really, really great restaurants and um, there's students called residential advisors, and if you're living in the university accommodation, they run lots of events in the evening. So stuff from like pamper nights where you can paint your nails and do face masks to movie nights and yoga and that kind of stuff. So I try and fill my evenings with things like that. In terms of how I started making friends, I joined group chats before university. So I met people who were on my course and living in my accommodation. So there were already a few familiar faces when I got to uni. And then on the first day when I moved in, I heard like a party or something going on in the house that I was living in. So I walked down the hall to see what was going on, and there were like one of my roommates was having like a big get together with loads of people, and pretty much every single one of my best friends at uni to this day was at that party that night. Other than that, I've met people through societies, groups, classes. You have your big lecture classes and then smaller tutorial groups. And so those smaller tutorial groups are a great way to meet people that are on your course. And I also highly recommend the group chats and stuff in terms of meeting people, because having those, again, those familiar faces when you get to campus makes the transition a lot easier.
In terms of making friends, so for me it was quite easy because in modern languages you get to meet everyone and everyone's super friendly because everyone loves talking to people. That's why they're doing languages, so you get to meet loads and loads of people that you probably get on with, to be honest. There's always common interests. You know, make friends with your housemates, then make friends with their mates. Like, it's quite easy to know it. You just have to put the effort in to really like maintain your friendship. Like with your housemates or with your course mates, as long as you're willing to like put in the effort, you should have absolutely no problem. Top tip for making friends is always smile at everyone.